How often in your life were you asked about anti-Semitism in general in Poland?
Not that often, but I think quite often abroad, but never in Poland. So, what I believe, I think it's a difficult topic, but I know that outside of Poland, Poland is known as a very anti-Semitic country. In Poland, Poland is in the Polish understanding, Poland is not an anti-Semitic country. In the Polish understanding, because of the whole victimhood, Poland is seen as a very nice, very heroic country, a very good nation. So I think the problem is that students who go abroad suddenly start being asked about the anti-Semitism, and they have no idea about the Polish anti-Semitism because they just come from a school system that just never talks about the bad aspects of the Polish history. So I think there is this really big imbalance. On the other hand, in the world, people don't often mention things like, I don't know, the Jewish-Polish coexistence, that really Jews lived here for more than 1,000 years, and there were difficult times, very difficult times. There were many problems, but also they lived here, they wanted to live here, and they stayed here. So this aspect is never really shown abroad in the Jewish circles in which this notion of Poland as anti-Semitic appears. So I think there's a huge imbalance, and in this when it comes to this aspect, and I personally believe that no matter what people talk about Poland abroad, no matter what the notion of Poland is, our responsibility as Poles is to face the truth, and no matter how much anti-Semitic, to what extent anti-Semitic, whether it was anti-Semitic or is anti-Semitic, I think it is worth talking about, and we shouldn't really turn away from this fact, because there are events that just confirm it, like the pogrom in Kielce, or the pogrom in Jedwabne, and many other events that, and just the whole the fact that the Jewish people after the war didn't feel safe here, they didn't want to stay here, and they left because the state of Israel was established. They left because they didn't want to live on this cemetery that Poland was for them, but also many of them left because they were not accepted, and they were not seen as neighbors that people would like to have. And just on my side, I just say I just feel sorry that it was the case, and of course it wasn't always the case, but just for the fact that many didn't want to stay here, I just feel sorry myself, and I think there are many things that as a nation we also could apologize for, and also this before the war there were many problems and many anti-Semitic political parties, and this was the reality. So I'm sorry that it was that for many Jews today Poland is seen as anti-Semitic, and I'm sure there are also reasons why it is seen as such.
Do you think that reconciliation is possible in Poland?
Yes, but the thing that is crucial is for Poles, and for not only for Poles, but for each nation that wants to find a way of new dialogue, but also a dialogue that is deeper, is just to face also the darkest sides and of its own history, and the darkest things that the nation has done, which in Poland there are many such things regarding the Jewish people. So yeah, I believe that reconciliation is possible, but seeing this model, I mean, looking at what kind of a reconciliation is possible when people talk openly about the crimes and about the negative attitudes, I'm just convinced that there is no other way for reconciliation than just really taking the bad things and expressing them and talking about them and not turning away from it. And I know a group like this in Poland, only one today, but I believe there will be more in Kielce. It's a group of people who say, yes, it did happen in our town, and this is what was possible, and we are very sorry for it. And they don't try to explain that many Poles saved the Jews, which is also true, but they just talk, yes, but many didn't try to save, and many were indifferent. So I think that only such people can really bring reconciliation, because always trying to justify our own faults will never bring us further. I believe that the thing that really will bring reconciliation and will make real friendship between our nations possible is when we say, yes, it did happen and we are very sorry, and to call it by name.